Hello, I'm Charlene Jesperson. Today we're here at Summit Church and we're meeting with the folks to talk to them about the program they have that serves foster care families. On my left I have Gary Abbott, he's pastor of the Waterford Lakes location. On my right I have Christine Cohen, she's ministry coordinator. And we really want to know, normally when we're having a presentation like this, we ask you to come before our body of members, which would be maybe 70 people or so, and tell them more about the program and would gain some excitement. But since we can't have the in-person meeting, we'd like to hear a little bit about the program and how you're going to use these books.
Yeah, so for us to support children that are in need in our community that oftentimes can get overlooked, and that's for us, we focused in on foster children. Statistically, they have the hardest time succeeding, and so we said, what can we do? We can challenge our people to foster children in need, and we do that certainly, but we also have begun working with an organization that provides care communities around foster families. And what we've seen is the statistic flips completely. And what I mean by that is when a family doesn't have a care community around them, people to support them and encourage them, statistically, most of them will only make it through one foster placement because it's hard. It's a hard road. These kids come from all types of different trauma, but if you put a care community around a foster child, most foster families will foster more than one child. It's just about not being alone, not feeling left out. And so that's what we've done. We've come around these foster families and said, we'll put teams around you to bring you a meal once a month, to give you a chance to go out on a date and babysit your foster children, have a first call when it's time to celebrate something, have a first call when it's time to lament something, and have these families not go through life alone. And so that's what we set out to do a year ago, and at this point we have some 60, Christine, is it right? About 60 care communities, around 60 foster families. We're continuing to grow. There's still a couple hundred in our local community, foster families that need these care communities, so there's room for us to grow there, but that's what we set out to do. What these blankets will provide is another aspect of helping these kids who matter so much to God know that through people caring for them. And so us being able to partner with you is absolutely humbling, and I can't imagine the joy that these families are going to experience knowing that they're cared for by you guys, and also these kids having something to hold on to. Oftentimes when a foster child gets a new placement, they have sometimes not even a chance to go back to their home. They're placed while they're in school and they're off to a new home. And so possessions are something that very few foster kids actually have. And so this, though it would be a big deal for any child to receive something so beautiful as one of these quilts, it'll mean something extra special for those foster kids.
Fabulous. Anything you want to add to that, Christine?
Thank you all so much. I am just blown away by how gifted you all are, and just your hearts to do this. Also, like Gary mentioned, it's truly a blessing for any child, yet alone a child that has a possession that they can really claim as their own, and that was made specifically for them in mind. So thank you all so much.
So today the Orlando Modern Quilt Guild is giving you 54 quilts here, and our hope is that they'll provide comfort to the kids and that they would travel along if the child would have to move to another family. So Quilt Guild members, I'm talking to you. Thank you so much for this beautiful work that you've presented here today. This is not the end though. We're going to have one more collection, we hope.
Fantastic.
And so keep on stitching, and thank you for letting us come to visit you today. And now we're going to look at some quilts.